No, somebody just was commenting that the sound is off too. It's not just Chad. Was it on now? Hello again. You can hear me? All right. Seems like Twitch is a little twitchy sometimes. So we didn't lose the stream? We kept going? Cool. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, no, it's ended for me too. Yeah, no, I've lost it. My screen's black. On what? Oh, on my screen, on my viewer device. Oh yeah. Okay. Dude, Twitch is twitchy as shit. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it on my little stream here. You guys are good though. You can see. We still have our peeps. We had 11 a second ago. Say again? Okay. Yeah, I'm live again. All right. Sorry about that. Is it? Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I feel better about myself, though. I feel like this is something. This could go somewhere. This could actually become a piece. It's supposed to be just a piece of shit. I don't know. See where the Lord takes us. Trust the process, exactly. It's like, I don't know, just get you. It's like, sometimes when you're in the fight, it's like you just got to get your hands moving and see what happens, because your brain is not the answer. That's the one thing we know. The brain. Nice. I'm still kind of figuring out my pose and my geometry, because this is pretty far off from all of my reference. So. Or the OG look. Yeah, I'm not going to copy anybody else's style as far as like, the anime goes. Definitely not going to copy that. I'm going to do my own thing. More like trying to find the character herself, or like how I feel about the character. So basically just going to be trying to get as visceral as possible, you know. I think this is a very visceral character, and I think at least this what inspired me is the scene when she's in jail, so it's like a very visceral situation, obviously. And so as soon as I feel a little bit more confident with, you know, at least that in my own mind I have a vision for the composition, the color composition, well, let's just say the geometric composition and then the luminance composition, then I'm going to yeah. I'm not going to do the mechanical gloves because that isn't indicative of the scene. The scene is that she's in jail, so it's just. And I also really on a kind of on a metaphor or on a spiritual level, like I like that this character doesn't need those. She's a badass without the. Thank you. She's a badass without the mechanical gloves. So I think, yeah, this is raw. I guess that's you're asking me where am I going with this? I want to go raw. I want to get this as raw as possible. Just the essence of this character, you know, in a corner. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to make this, I lost my squeezle. God damn it. Where's my squeezle? Where's my super suit? I think this is going to be literally a corner. Like she's in the corner of a jail cell is where this is going to go, I think. Something like that. You know, she's cornered. And she is not the animal you want to have cornered. And I will say thank you. Exactly. Kind of girl punches you in the face and you say thank you. But since I'm mostly making this up as opposed to a reference, even though you see me looking over there, I'm looking at a variety of things. I'm using a lot of what I call the active observer, or the Greeks, being where you are in Cyprus, maybe you know this term. The Greeks called it the homunculus, which is basically the metaphor of the homunculus is the little man inside your head that controls you. And so in this case, the homunculus, or the active observer, for me is just literally saying, okay, make a mark, do a thing, and assess. And are you getting closer or further away from the goal? Right? So you're not sitting there like perseverating or focusing on details and all that. You're just constantly making a stroke and then assessing. Is this closer or further away from the goal? And that can be a very ephemeral state of mind to be in. Non-tangible. Or I'm just full of my own shit. You know, everybody needs to. Is it something somebody said to me once? Everybody needs to believe a little bit in their own mythology. If you don't have some shit you believe in, even if it's just your shit, you're a lost soul. There we go. Suddenly that stroke made that bicep feel like it worked for me. I know where I'm going with that now. Yeah, I think the getting dirty is going to be going straight into color on this one. I don't know that it's going to be tonight, but I think it's actually going to be a combination of splashing, which I like to do, and some visceral stroking, as it were, with some pastel sticks. Because her hair, I just really feel being crazy ass strokes with pink. And that's going to come from the pastels, not from the splatter-a-thon that I usually do. Well, yeah, I know there are some people in the crowd that really like themselves some oil pastel. The problem I have with it is that it limits your ability to once you go oil, you can't go back. Limits your ability to do other things. So I might get into finally, I keep threatening, I might get into the golden open acrylics on this. Let's make that happen. Can you put that on the to-do list? Old Mad Charcoal, I think it's sponsored by Pan Pastel. See, this booby over here is bothering me. Speaking from the perspective of the active observer, my boobie's lost. I have a lost boobie. Just not feeling the form. Children's book for drunk adults called The Lost Boobie. And it's actually about like 3 dudes that are lost trying to find a bar. maybe it's like a strip club. Like 3 dudes are at a bachelor party trying to find a strip club, and they can never find it, and they make complete boobs of themselves. It's called The Lost Boobie. They never actually make it. This definitely sounds like a children's book format. Coffee book table. Moronic adults. A pop-up. Absolutely, a pop-up. So if it's like now coming up on like 8 a.m. there in Cyprus, what's on the day's agenda? Like, are you training today for your track? You said you were in university as well. I was watching this. I was at a thing called HotWorks, which is like a hot yoga thing here that I do, and I was watching the instructor today, and it was really interesting. Stories Wilby had an injury. Nice, that sucks. Yeah, I'm familiar with those. The 30th. Oh, so you got a minute. So you're chilling. Yeah, make some art, man. Make some art today. Or woman. I think you identified as a man. Hell, I don't know. Anyway, person. Person of interest. What was I just saying? Oh, yeah. So, oh, Jesus. That's fucking gnarly. Oh, you're a woman. Okay. Wow. That sucks. You broke your ankle. That's not cool. It's fucking terrible. Sorry. So you're down for 6 weeks. Oof. Yeah, so I was saying, like, the hot work. So I was watching the instructor today. Yeah, exactly. Fall in love with your sketchbook. And I was watching her. She was doing this. We were doing this silly cycle thing, right? But it was really interesting watching her. What my anatomy teacher called the wrap package, and it's basically the abs, rectus abdominis, the external obliques, the internal obliques, and then the transverse abdominis. There's 4 muscles groups that make up the abdomens. Yeah, Jesus, that sucks. Yeah, anti-inflammatories and rest. And it was kind of, it's all the years I've spent in anatomy. It was really interesting kind of observing with her, because she was very lean. It was literally each pedal I was seeing angular changes in the morphology. So you could really see how the abs were not necessarily, in this case, the dominant contraction. It was the internal external obliques were causing these angular striations with each pedal. It was, I don't know, it was cool. It was interesting. I don't know if anybody gives a flying crap about this story. That was my observation for the day. Okay, kind of like, I don't know. Could definitely get in there and like perseverate details at this point for sure. I'm not sure. I might actually want to start playing with color a little bit. Why the fuck not? Mess around just a little bit. Thank you. The homunculus, the active observer, the great magnet. What a fool I was to defy him. I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get a little weird. What we got here? What color is that? It's a good color. It's possible. It's a contender. What else have we got? Going into our darks here. Potential. I think actually our highlights. Oh yes. Oh yes. There you go. And then a little black and white. We have our 3 colors for the hair. Meow now. Time to meow. Get in there and meow with somebody. I am actually looking at some bi reference now. She's a very specific hair. It's hot as shit, actually. It's the one thing on this page is just the pig is fucking hot. Right. I'm looking at arcane reference right now, so that was obviously hard geometry. Yeah. Hair, Jesus. Well, it's pain in the ass, for sure. It's almost like you got to just stop and just embrace the pain in the ass and really go with it. There's some decorative artists that I would recommend chilling out with a little bit, just looking at. Again, I mentioned him earlier, Bernini. He was a decorative artist who they just and they take the time to really look at both like cloth is another good example of taking your time and just really engaging in the not being dismissive. I think that's the big one is you want to be dismissive getting in there. You're like, oh, whatever, it's just hair. Like, well, yeah, no, that is a whole deal. It is. It's no small feat. And you got to be like, okay, you got to accept the fact. I'm going to spend some time down here. I'm going to spend some time down here for her pleasure. I'm going to get this to work out. And then, okay, so I passed that conversation. There are certain patterns of the way look at like a French curve. The way as it gets thinner, the curves tighten. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot. The first step. Okay, there's two things to do. First, I get a French curve and just really think about that process of as it gets thinner, it gets tighter curves. And then the next one, I would actually suggest looking at curtains, thick velvet, and just take some time and just literally look at the way those curves happen. Because we have a tendency, and I'm already doing it right now, to make curves symmetrical. I'm going to make a curve here with this radius, and make a curve here with this radius, and that's the opposite of what you want to do. Old school, The Illusion of Life, there was a little bit of work in there by the old school visual effects artists of Disney. Spent a lot of time analyzing just the aesthetic of effects. And I'd say it's definitely worth a look-see for you, even though you may not be into character animation, to process that data of how they, the conclusions they came to. And then the next reference I would actually say is Matt Herrera. He was a comic artist. I don't know what he's doing now. He's probably still a comic artist. He did some game design too. He did a really good job of exactly what he definitely studied animation, both American and Japanese, a lot of Japanese. I would take a look at his stuff and just look at how he does hair, and he definitely does exactly what I'm talking about, in a lot of intertwining. Thinking about the dynamics of one hair affecting the next, which is something that definitely gets lost in a lot of game hair because of the technical limitations. Things are changing now a little bit, obviously, more real-time physics dynamics. But nonetheless, I would take a look at that. And then right now, what I'm doing is I'm actually just thinking in the abstract. I'm not letting the hair exist by itself. I'm thinking about the hair and the composition. Two-dimensionally, how does this hair affect the scene? That's equally important. I obviously, like I was saying, I want this to be a very feral depiction of Vi. So, she's not, this is not her looking super kempt, but her hair is, anything that's abstract like hair is an opportunity to exemplify the emotional state, because it's abstract. You can do anything you want to it. Nobody's going to say, oh, you did that wrong. It's hair. It can be in any shape you want to. So it's definitely, I would say the number one thing for you to get better hair is to look at it as an opportunity. An opportunity to really let the piece grow. You know, like I'm saying right now, like with Vi, it's like, how do I express Vi's emotions with her hair? And if you look at it like that, then it becomes a character, and it gets a lot more interesting. I'm a little undecided I'm going to do the hair covering her eyes, which is common, right? They always have her hair covering her eyes. Because I'm not sure that works for this piece. I think that maybe she's a little more, I don't know. It's sexy, for sure. The covering of the eyes is very sexy. But I'm not sure it works in that I want her eyes to be piercing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I get to the end. I might go back and just throw that strand over the eye at the very end. We'll see. Right now, gonna come back with some of this pink. I'm gonna lay down some pink. Iceberg Slim likes his hair to have some pink. But thank you for asking, honestly. That was awesome. Glad you asked. I mean, thank you for thinking that was learning. I'm flattered. You think that was informational? I mean, if you're really interested, I could find some references for you. You can post them or share them with you if you want to get into it. Dude, they don't teach you this shit in art school. They don't. Or dudette, sorry. Whatever. Everybody's the proverbial dude to me. Yeah, they don't teach you this shit in art school. Where is my smudging stick? That'll do. No, it's like 30%, 30, 70. Who? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll text her. We'll text her, actually. I'm going to individually text her. Yeah, and I'm going to say, hey, what's up? Miss you. Totally going to do that. Okay, so that's just for color comp. That's just saying, hey, there's some pink shit here. Now we're going to talk about where we put turquoise. Whoa-pow! Woo! You must sing to the turquoise. Turquoise is a singing color. Now sing that shit. So wait a minute. You're a bored woman in Cyprus, nice, who can jump, what was it, like 6 meters or something, and you're bored. Like, I don't know, wait a minute, did this just become Tinder? What the hell? You sound idyllic. Like, this sounds like a story. Yeah. Well, yeah, this is a great opportunity for you to explore your mind a little bit. I would suggest a little bit, not too much, little bit of Lao Tzu, little bit of Taoist reading. You know, then again, you can literally read the Tao Te Ching in an afternoon. But I would recommend just a little bit of that. You know, can deal with some of your moments you're dealing with right now. Did you really? Whoa, 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 whoa. You made a Vi gauntlet. Well, come on, Meow. Well, you gots to share. Come on. I want to see. Show me the gauntlet. What are you talking about right now? What are you saying? You can't just be saying shit like that. Be like, nonchalantly. On a seat. Oh my God, that blue is popping. Zapow! Show it to everybody. Can you can you post a link? I grew up, I'll be able to afford new sponges. There we go. What did you see? What you got, Nihilist? Nice! What the ever-loving hell is that? Oh my God! Holy shit! What the hell? Wow! That's quite a thing. So it's got LEDs in it. What's it made out of? How did you construct it? I'm gonna go. I'm sitting here looking at a picture. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Yeah, how did you make that thing? Cardboard and hot glue. Okay. Super cool. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Yeah. Okay. That is super cool. So you're just hanging out on an island in the Mediterranean? Is that true? Cyprus? I haven't looked it up yet. I feel like an idiot. Nice. Yeah, and you just decide I'm going Vi deep on some LED illuminated fisticuffs. That's freaking awesome. So we've been kind of playing with some ideas around incorporating some more cosplay kind of culture into what I'm doing here, like this. You know what I mean? And maybe getting some cosplay models. I don't know. We'll see. There's a big cosplay festival coming up here in the Midwest where I am, in the United States. But we can do it virtually too. That'd be interesting. We could do a little virtual exploration. Caitlin sent, but Caitlin is too tall for me to cosplay. See, now you're exposing that I'm a fraud because I don't actually know the world that well. I'm really just I'm an animator previously, so it was the animation aspect of Arcane that got me here. So you're going to, my point of all that is you're going to explain to me who's Caitlin. Are they? If they're in the animation, I'll know. But platform shoes, exactly. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! Gonna sweep the knee, protect that ankle. That was super cool, though. Thank you for sharing. I don't even know what the word nerd means anymore. It's kind of a useless word. So is Caitlyn her, like, I don't know, I mean, like I said, all I've seen is the animation, but her, like, apparently lesbian girlfriend, is that Caitlyn? The, like, daughter of somebody or another, whatever it is? That whole deal? Is that who you're talking about? The other girl. Thank you! The other girl! Well, first of all, actually, we should start with, did you see the Netflix Arcane? Because that's my reference. A situation. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you do like it. Got it. Okay. I like situation shit. That's fucking funny. Dude, it doesn't matter what your thing is. Like, a situation shit pretty much covers the human condition. Love it. That's awesome. It's a situation shit. It's a situation. That's fucking funny. Yeah, that's identifying with the human condition, the situationship. Exactly. Well, you know what I liked about several. I mean, there were a lot of things I liked about Arcane, but on this particular topic, the situationship, there were a few different situations that they were exploring in that you know, I liked that they weren't heavy-handed. So, like, what is it, Victor or whatever, the scientist guy? Those guys were obviously into each other, right? But it's like, it doesn't matter because their relationship is what's important, not their physicality. And I thought that was just really tasteful, the way they handled, like, Vi and her situationship. Nice. Vi's 5 cents, yeah. Yeah, I just thought they were really tasteful. Like, they focused on the value of the relationships or the situationships more than they did the, like, oh, is somebody, is somebody gay or somebody this or somebody that. It's like, that just seems tasteless by comparison to, like, what's the inherent value of this relationship between these people? And I thought they were really tasteful about that. And I appreciate it, right? Right. Yeah. I like how you took it down to war movies. Yeah, for sure. Obviously, different stages of life, different people. I'm at a very different stage of life than you are, and my relationships have definitely, been through, you know, been through the fucking ringer. And my primary relationship definitely has been tested and perseveres, and is much more valued than a superficial relationship, or one that has. I mean, you can have a relationship for fucking years and it not be tested. Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, I don't. So I don't. I would like to know a little bit more about the lore of the making of that film. It was definitely that French animation company that had a good deal of influence, but I also think there was a certain, like, they had their growing pains there as well, some failures, and they kind of got rejected. It's like, you guys have missed the point, and it went back and forth. I don't know. Like, I would love to know, like, where did the real creative value come from for there? Because I would agree, it's top notch. I really do like it, and I'm an animator, or I was an animator previously, so I appreciated it a lot. Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, she literally, of course, I saw that. There's a morphological, a structural change, right? Because she's older, but then there are also, there's more to it, as you're pointing out. They're changing who she is. And that was pretty awesome. There was a lot of complex. That whole, I just started watching it the other day, and as far as I've gotten is the actual scene with the explosion in the beginning, and when they're trying to save what's his nuts, their dad. I thought it was great. Right. Well, the face shifts with age, but yes, I totally agree with you that they made her more angular and changed with her archetypal change and her influence of her new bad daddy. Sure. I mean, yeah. Show me. Are you trying to say that it's? Are you trying to say that it happens like over the course of a single time period where she's shifting back and forth? Oh, yeah, yeah. Right. That's cool. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely. So here's a factoid about me. I probably my first big feature film that I worked on. I sculpted the faces for Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter movie. For the specifically for the troll and for the centaur. I was the sculptor who made those facial expressions for those characters. I thought I'd mention that. Go to bed. All right. Well, thank you so much for showing up. It's been a pleasure. We were gonna, we were considering streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have to do some math. What time that is for you? But nonetheless, just take a look at the schedule, and I would love to talk with you again. You've been a real pleasure. Thank you. Good night. Good morning. Good now. Yeah, definitely time flew, dude. Crazy, right? Like exactly as planned with the Ever Loving Hell. A little bit of affirmation. I'm not a fucking lunatic. Just a little bit. A little bit of affirmation. Yeah. Yeah, literally putting in, going in. You still in there? My Time is Live? I've been dominating the airwaves with the young Grecian lady. Yeah, that's what he said last night. Is when he's not talking, he's playing Minecraft. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like that guy, Bo Crazy was like, yeah, I just wanted to. Sorry, what's it again? I was just saying, Bo Crazy last night said, or I'm sorry, tonight said, I just wanted to check in, make sure you weren't alone. It's like, wow, that's fucking amazing that we're literally creating a culture where people care about each other like this quickly. Like this guy literally cared that I might be chilling out here and lonely. That's fucking amazing. Like that's really touching. Yeah, it's an actual community. As I was saying, like we're moving. Maybe slowly, maybe we're moving very fast. But either way, it's like we're moving very authentically. To an actual community. All right, considering the shit show this started out as, like I'm actually thinking this piece's potential has potential to be awesome. Considering a couple hours ago I was like I got shit. Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, this is still the like sketchy stage, underpainting, if you will. Like, first thing I do is get the blacks and whites and the geometry in place, and then next is like, okay, well, what colors are we gonna go with? And then come back in and hit it with the luminance and whatnot. But I'm feeling good. I'm actually really personally excited about seeing this piece develop. I wasn't in the beginning. In the beginning, I was like, this is gonna be a fucking shit show. Fuck am I doing? Everyone's gonna see I'm a hack. I actually think it's gonna come together. Might take a bit. Might stream tomorrow a bit. In the afternoon. We usually don't stream Friday nights, but maybe I'll stream Friday afternoon tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good as far as a good place to, resting place to come back tomorrow and start on this anew. I'm gonna get dirty first. There we go. There you go. Get in there, make a mess with some shit. There you go. All right, cool. Thanks for showing up. My time is live, and thank you, everyone else, Shimpios, and everybody else who's still there. Thanks for showing up. Love you a lot, actually. Really appreciate you guys showing up. Makes me feel a lot better about myself. Being Bow in the Dark is one thing. Being Bow in the Dark alone, whole nother thing. We will connect soon. Thank you, everyone. Good night.